But you as the High Commission assisted the Canadian citizen to leave the country, didn't you?
Yes, what happened, Enrico, was that he said his life was in danger and asked for for assistance, and we provided that, and that we would have done to any Canadian citizen who approached us and said that they needed our assistance in that situation.
So how could you be saying you don't have a dog in the race when one of your dogs was in the race?
Well, he was duly elected. Why is it that your legislative assembly um, accepted him as a member of parliament when he was a dual citizen? So, fortunately,
High
fortunately,
Commissioner, I'm not saying,
fortunately,
I'm not
you
asking you to pronounce on, I'm not asking you to pronounce on what our legislative has done. I'm
we
asking you
did.
to pronounce on whether you
He
now had a
contact,
dog in the race.
he contacted us after the defeat. Okay, it's not like he said, to the Canadian High Commission, I'm going to defeat the government, and then can you
But
provide me?
having done that, you now have a dog in the race.
No, we had a Canadian citizen
You're not
who
serious.
was, yes, I am serious, who said his life was in
If
danger.
you have, if you have, High Commissioner, I'm sorry, if you have a citizen of your country in involved in a no confidence motion, at least the
So
natural thing to do
are you
to
saying he
say
did
is to
something
pull back and
illegal?
say, look, one of our citizens was involved
And Enrico, did he do anything
by
illegal?
virtue of his involvement.
Was he do something illegal? He did not. He as a member of parliament, he he it was your National Assembly that accepted dual citizens when they shouldn't have, frankly. And fortunately, now the government has addressed that. Not just the government, the National Assembly has addressed that issue, and there are no longer dual citizens, as far as I know. And so we cannot be held responsible for that. We provided
I am not,
assistance.
Madam,
Said
I,
their life was in
I'm not
danger. And our
asking you,
government
I'm
stands
not
behind.
asking you, I'm not asking you whether somebody is to blame or somebody is not. Could you take a sanctimonious position, if I can put an adjective to it, that Canada doesn't have a dog in the race when it was a Canadian who started the whole process? And therefore, if I have a relative as a human being, if I have a relative that is involved, then I should recuse myself, shouldn't I?
So, Enrico, if he had voted with the government, would you be saying the same thing? The point is, he had voted the week before with the government. No, would you have said he's a Canadian? Nobody, maybe no one knew he was a Canadian. I don't know. I don't know if people knew if he was a Canadian or not. Um, that's probably what happened. He probably kept it quiet, for all I know. But there was not only him; there were other members of parliament. Of some were Canadian, one who I did know was Canadian was Gail Teixeira. She was very proud of being a Canadian, and there were others of other citizenships. Your own Minister of Foreign Affairs had dual citizenship. So why pick on this person when there were multiple people who were voting one way or the other? So that is not my issue. That is the issue of the National Assembly.